Using Django time/date widgets in custom form. How can I use the nifty JavaScript date and time widgets that the default admin uses with my custom view? I have looked through the Django Forms documentation, and it briefly mentions django.contrib.admin.widgets, but I don't know how to use it. Here is my template that I want it applied on. Also, I think it should be noted that I haven't really written a view up myself for this form. I am using a generic view. Here is the entry from the url.py. And I am relevantly new to the whole Django/MVC/MTV thing, so please go easy.
The growing complexity of this answer over time, and the many hacks required, probably ought to caution you against doing this at all. It's relying on undocumented internal implementation details of the admin, is likely to break again in future versions of Django, and is no easier to implement than just finding another JS calendar widget and using that. That said, here's what you have to do if you're determined to make this work. Define your own model form subclass for your model, best to put it in forms.py in your app, and tell it to use the admin date widget, admin time widget, admin split datetime, replace metadate etc. with the proper field names from your model. Change your URL-conf to pass form_class column product form instead of model column product to the generic create_object view. That'll mean from my_app.forms import product form instead of from my_app.models import product, of course. In the head of your template, include form.media to output the links to the JavaScript files. And the hacky part, the admin date/time widgets presume that the internationalization JS stuff has been loaded and also require core.js, but don't provide either one automatically. So in your template above, form.media, you'll need You may also wish to use the following admin CSS. Thanks Alex for mentioning this. This implies that Django's admin media, admin_media_prefix, is at /media/admin/. You can change that for your setup. Ideally you'd use a context processor to pass these values to your template instead of hard coding it, but that's beyond the scope of this question. This also requires that the URL /my_admin/c18 and /be manually wired up to the django.views.internationalization.javascript_catalog view, or null_javascript_catalog, if you aren't using internationalization. You have to do this yourself instead of going through the admin application so it's accessible regardless of whether you're logged into the admin. Thanks Jeremy for pointing this out. Sample code for your URL-conf. Lastly, if you are using Django 1.2 or later, you need some additional code in your template to help the widgets find their media. Thanks Lute Fiasco for this addition.
As the solution is hackish, I think using your own date/time widget with some JavaScript is more feasible.
I find myself referencing this post a lot, and found that the documentation defines a slightly less hacky way to override default widgets. No need to override the model forms _init_ method. However, you still need to wire your JS and CSS appropriately, as Carl mentions. Forms.py. Reference field types to find the default form fields.
I had code for 1.4 version, some new and some removed.
If you want to see more, please consider subscribing.